Back Kenisha. Okay, here we can share the entire screen with us. The voice is clear, I think. So let's go to affinity and we will close this thumbnail in 15 to 20 minutes, max to max. So first of all, what we have to do is click here on the plus icon. And after clicking on the plus icon, what you can do, I'll थोड़ा उधर चला गया देख हल्का बस बस. Okay, what you can do is you have to click here and wait for a while, and you have to select page with 216 and page height to 9 ratio, I mean inches, and click on create document. After clicking on create document, it will take a few seconds and it will uh, create a canvas box for you. So here it is. Now go to the place tool. After going to the place tool, you have the option here. You can upload any of the image from here. Go to documents and drop your files here like this. You can drop your files from here. So first of all, we will import our image so we can do this properly. So the place tool is working right now. Now this will be placed in few seconds. You have to just wait for a while. Okay, so it's been placed. Now you can adjust the size from the arrow, something like this. You can increase the size a little bit, something like this, and click on the canvas and adjust this properly. And you can increase the size from here also. Okay. So now this looks fine right here. Now what we need is we need another background for okay. So here we go with our me text. So we will import our text here right now, something like this. 2 hours process, and we have to just increase the size and wait for a second. We have to just go to this move tool. Now this is good to go. You can click here and go to place tool again. After clicking on place tool, go to documents and click on me again. Sorry, go to documents, then on file name, and then click on me. All right. So here we go with me background too. There's a second background for us. So we will port this here. We have to crop it from here. What we can do is to put it like this, and after putting it like this, you have to just click on ctrl plus h. All layers will be hide. Okay, where is my text layer? Okay, so the text layer is here. Now let's import this again because the file were not available there. Let's go with the me background 2 again. Here we go. What we can do now is why it's merging with the text layer, I don't know. We selected something or okay. Let's do it again. Let's move with the move background. This looks good. What we have to do is we can put our second image here, something like this. Go to documents and search for me again. Me background 2 will be good to go there with us. Now open the file and drop it here. Now we can wait. We can click on here, and after clicking on this, what we have to do is we have to just take the layer and move it to the first, and now you can adjust this properly. Okay, so this looks good now. We need this much. So what we will do is we will duplicate this image, and after duplicating this image we'll go with control plus h, and control plus h ke baad we will merge them properly, like we will merge visibles, and after merging visibles the pixel file will be created. Let it load, then we can delete this layers, this two me background two layer, we can delete them. And after deleting them, let's go to the pixel, move it here, drag it between the two images, and now you can do the visibility 200. Now you can use this like this, and now this looks fine. What we can do is we can import our second image. Go to documents, go to file name, search for your file, and okay. So here is our text. We can put it here and increase the size, something like this. We can take the layer to the above, and this is done. Now what we have to do, we have to again put a file. Let's go to documents and click on Fikra, and I have Fikra insan with laptop image. So we will port this here, something like this, and we will do it like this. Now what we can do is we have to move it to above layer. We can increase the size of the canvas, something like this. Okay, I think this looks good. We can increase the size a little bit. This is fine, I think. Okay, so what we can do now is, yeah, we are good to go. Now what we can do is we have to just adjust the text properly, something like this, and we have to color grade them. Okay, so let's move to the color grading section. चार्जर होगा ठीक. Okay, so we have to just put the charger with us. So color grading section has been opened. We have to just use the color grading. Okay. Now what we do is we have to go to the downest layer, I mean the first layer, and increase the contrast to this much, and we can decrease the brightness to a very low, and we can decrease the exposure to this much, and also we can give the saturation to a faded one, something like this, not this, more than this. Okay, now this looks good. We have to go to effects and put a proper Gaussian blur. Okay, after clicking on Gaussian blur, add some Gaussian blur here. and you can check them. Okay, so this looks fine. I think this is good to go. We can use the HUE option so that we can check it that the color should be blue, or we can use something else. I think purple look more better, but let's try with some other colors. Red will be not there. I think purple is good to go. Let's move to the purple only. This purple looks good. Now go to second canvas and increase the sharpness to this much. Also decrease the saturation to this, and contrast to this, and brightness to this. Now we can use it as blend overlay, like multiply, darken, or anything. We can go with darken. This looks fine. Okay, this will create a depth behind the character so that the character should look more poppy. Okay, then go to me layer. Now here we can do is we have to dark this layer to decrease the brightness and increase this contrast. Also decrease the saturation. Sorry, shadows. -5 is good. Increase the sharpness. Increase the sharpness to this much. Affinity is now not responding. Okay, so decrease the sharpness to this and increase the clarity to this. Now what we can do is we have to fade the saturation also. So go to the saturation bar and let's check what fits the best to this. I think the high saturation is looking good, so we can go with this. Now go to this layer, use sharpness and contrast. After using the contrast, you can increase the brightness or you can decrease it too. Let's check what will fit the best. Okay, so this looks better. Now we can decrease the exposure. No, no. We have to, I think we can increase the exposure. Okay. Now we can add some drop shadow behind it. So go to FX and go to outer shadow, and you can go to normal. Opacity will be 100. Radius will be this much. Offset will be a little bit, and intensity will be this much. Okay. Now close the tab. You can see the border has been generated here. You can increase them a little bit more. Okay, like we can give it full and intensity to also full. Okay, now this looks good. This is fine. Now what we can do is we can decrease the brightness so that this looks clear, and we can decrease the shadows too. Okay, this looks fine now. What we can do is we have to now go to Fukra Insan laptop layer. We have to increase the sharpness and we have to increase the clarity. After using clarity and sharpness, this was looking good. Now this looks very simple. What we can do is we have to go to the first layer. Let's check how it's going with this 2 hours process. I think the 2 hours process should look clearly so that this looks better. And what we can do is we can use some shop's logo. I think that will go better with this. So let's use a Photoshop or PNG. Just go to your new tab and search for Photoshop PNG. So after clicking on Photoshop PNG, go to this and go to images, and after the file here, what we have to do is you have to use the curve one because this looks very fine. This one is there. Let it be load, and now you have to click right click on this image and you will get the option of save images, and you have to just wait for a while. And after waiting for a while, you will get this. So Photoshop PNG. Okay, so this is saved now. Now we have to again open our Affinity application. Color grading has been done, so we can close this tab now. We can go to vector or pixel again. Go to vector. After clicking on vector, you will get the image place tool again with you. Now go to downloads, and at first you will get, go to downloads, and first you will get Photoshop PNG. Place it here, something like this. You can decrease the size of the Photoshop logo so that it can be also merged properly. Bring it down, and you have to just rotate it, something like this. Okay, after rotating it, take this layer to here and increase the size. Increase the size, something like this. Okay, so I think this looks good. Now what you can do is you can give a little bit of shadows to this also, like outer shadow, full, radius, intensity, and radius we can do a little bit low, and click the blend into normal. Okay, now you can close the tab. You can see a border has been created here. Now what we have to do is we have to go to color grading section again. After visiting the color grading section, you can, what you can do is you have to go to the first layer, click on the Photoshop layer, increase the sharpness of this, and you can increase the exposure of this. So this can be also pop. Okay, you can increase the brightness too, and the contrast too. Also you have to increase the saturation because this is looking fade. Okay, so after putting the saturation, wait for a while. After waiting, you can add more saturation to this. So this looks fine. I think the exposure should be a very little. So this looks good now. Now you can visit the vector tool again. After visiting the vector tool, what we have to do, it's ready now. It's very minimal thumbnail. It is ready. So what you can do is you can place some lights here. Go to this and click on pictures, or you can go on this, go to downloads, and you can download a light file, light PNG. So this is good to go. Now open this. Now after opening this, drag this here. After dragging this, wait for a while, and after waiting, this is here. Increase the size of this, and you have to increase the size of this. And so sorry for the background noise, but what we can do, people here don't have the civic sense, basic sense from me. They shout like, what I can say. Okay, so we can go with color dodge. This looks better. What we have to do is we can put it above this layer, above the pixel layer. Okay, so this is fine. Let's go to color grading again, and after visiting color grading, you can change the simply uh, HUE from here. Okay, let's check how it's looking with different kind of colors. The green is not suitable. We can use purple. This looks fine. Now let's move to vector tool again, and after visiting the vector tool, decrease the size of this, and color dodge is looking very harsh. So let's use lighter color. I think this looks good. Yeah, this is looking good. Now what we can do is we have to just duplicate the layer, and after duplicating the layer, move it to this, I mean the laptop. Okay, let it load. Give it a little bit time, like 1 to 3 seconds. Now when it will be loaded, it will show you here. Okay, now it's good to go. We can drag it and use it properly. Okay, something like this. And what we can do is we can use this as different, or negation, contrast negate. Why we are using this? Because We don't want the thumbnail to look all purple purple. So that's why we use this. Now we can decrease the size of this glow, and after doing this you are good to go. Now you can use another blends to check. Okay, so purple one is looking good. Reflect on a reflect blend, it's looking good. Go to this layer again, duplicate the layer and let it load. When it will be loaded, go to the above layer, and after visiting the above layer you can just put it here, something like this. Okay, wait here. Okay, now you can use screen or soft light here. I think soft light will go good and decrease the opacity of this. Okay, so this is looking fine now. What happened? Done. This is looking fine now. What we can do is we have to just click on here and duplicate the layer. After duplicating it again, we have to go to screen, and after visiting the screen option, bring it here and make the size look so smaller, something like this, and change the blend into. I need a soft color like color dodge, lighter color add. They are looking very harsh. Or we can use any another color like pin light, and let's leave the Photoshop application. We can use it here and use the opacity like 30 to 20% or 25%, something like this. Now this looks good. I think this 28% is also looking very harsh, so we have to click here and we can go down. Now what we can do is we have to just click on 10% and it's done. Okay, now this is looking good. I think this is good to go, but the character quality, I mean the character color grading and the image color grading of the laptop is not similar. So what we can do is we have to just click here and we can go with shadow. So shadow is in, I think, this downloads option. Let's move for shadow. Shadow is not there on downloads. Shadow should be there. Shadow, acha, it's on bold. Place it here and let's wait for a while. Drag it like this, drag it here, increase the size, change the blend into overlay. Acha, sorry, multiply. Change the layer into multiply. Just good to go. Now duplicate the layer, wait for a while, and now you can duplicate the layer. After duplicating it, click here and where is it? Arrange. Where it's gone, man. Acha, what we can do is we have to just click here and drag it like this. Drag it 90%. We will get it. Okay. Wait for this. Go to this layer. Let it load for a while. In few seconds, it will be loaded. Then you can use this. Take this layer and move to the this between this layer, and I think we can use it till this with some low opacity of 75 or 80. Yeah, it is good to go. Now here is an empty space there, so we can add a arrow also. We can use the arrow there, and we need to color grade this our character. Okay, let's go to Photoshop page and here search. What we need is thin curved arrow pg. You will get a lot of thin arrows. We can use this because it's matching to the Photoshop color too. Save image as, wait for a while, arrow. Okay, the naming is good, we can use that. Go to this, go to place tool, you will get what happened. Acha, curved arrow is, keep this way. Okay, the curved arrow is here. Let me check it can be placed or not. I think this can be placed. Okay, sorry. Decrease the size of this. Wait for a while. Okay, sorry. Click on this. Again, go to this, and that's all. Array, what happened? Okay, go to this, and I think this is good to go. Decrease the size to this, and wait for a while. Okay, now take this layer to the downest XML, something like this. Behind Photoshop. Okay, we can put it here too, but it's merged, I think. We don't have to merge. Let's move to the above layer where the curved. Now move this curved layer to this, and what we can do is we have to wait for a while and go to color grading option. Okay, you can increase the exposure here, you can increase the brightness here, and you can increase the contrast here. So what happened? Increase the brightness again. You can use sharpness, and you can use some saturation if it's not working, I think. Let's wait for a while so that this can be done properly. Okay, this is done now. Now we have to go to FX, and after clicking on FX, click on outer shadow. After going to outer shadow, change the blend into normal, and opacity to 199, and radius to this, intensity to this, and color to white. You can use complete white color, something like this. Close this layer, and you will get a very thin white color shadow here, which looks good. Now go to this layer. Okay, the character layer is there. You can increase the saturation of the character, something like this, and you can increase the sharpness of this too, and decrease the saturation. I mean, adjust the saturation properly so that it should look fine. Okay, so I think this is good to go. Now we have to go to vector tool again. After visiting the vector tool, click here on anywhere, click here on anywhere. Okay, fit the canvas, and you can see the quality is looking good, ps logo is looking good, everything is looking good now. And yeah, this is good. You can add an extra hand here. I'm not using it because this is my thumbnail only, so I think we can use this as this only. This much is only good to go with for us. So this is 2 hours process thumbnail. So 2 hours process, and you can use this as Aasil. Okay, it will take a little, very little bit time. Something like this. It will export. Till then, 5 people are on stream, so please hit the like button. I know I am streaming on the wrong time, but many of the people want ski. They need the thumbnail tutorial, they need the complete thumbnail tutorial, so that's why we are doing this. Now export the file again, because this is not done. Okay, 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 okay. Acha, don't select any canvas. Like, if you will select any canvas, then it will be saved as the canvas file only. Okay, now you can click anywhere, and now you can export it as png. 4 people are watching right now. You can, acha, 2 people are there. Okay, done. It will take a very few time to export. It's done. Finally, it's done. All right, now what we can do is, you have to click on Ctrl plus S, and then this file will be saved. So we can save it as 2 hours process thumbnail करके. It's saved. Now we can close the affinity application from here now, and it's done. Now thanks for watching this stream. Go to this, go to streaming section. Arey, why we can't visit to the streaming section, right? Close this tab and go to YouTube live streams. Chalo, no one is on stream, so bye bye. Thank you so much for